We primarily focus on ESOPs. It's an employee stock ownership plan, and it's the most common form of employee ownership, broad-based employee ownership in the country. And when I'm saying broad-based, I mean it doesn't just apply to management or executives or a few people at the top. It applies to most or all of the employees in the company. There's currently around 10,000 ESOPs or ESOP-like plans in the United States, covering around 13 million employees. So while cooperatives have governance structures that make them a very deep impact, ESOPs can work in more traditional companies and are a little bit more scalable, at least in the US. What's important is that when you do engage employees, when you do create an employee ownership culture, along with having a real financially meaningful ownership stake, you create better companies and better jobs, and the statistics are overwhelming. For employees, it's 2.5 times the retirement assets, and so think about that in terms of a 400,000, I mean these are going to vary depending on who your workforce is, but 400,000 versus $1 million when you retire after however many years, that's a significant difference. Because often ESOPs are on top of a diversified plan or a pension plan or some other type of plan. It's also higher compensation, 5 to 12% higher overall compensation at employee-owned companies, and they're 4 times less likely to be laid off. And for the companies, it's a very compelling way to drive performance. They're 25% less likely to close. Over the first year that the ESOP is implemented, if they develop this culture, it's between 2 to 5% higher productivity, sales. The return on that investment is really high. So employee ownership can be a great driver to help employees at all levels increase their wealth